Friends of Islam, this time the Islamic faith is back before you to share Islamic information. I hope it inspires your activities today, and don't forget to click the subscribe button and activate the bell button notifications so you don't miss the latest news from the Islamic faith channel. The prostration movement is an important part of prayer in Islam. Prostration is one of the 5 pillars of prayer and is an expression of submission and humility to the Creator. The prostration movement is carried out by placing the forehead, nose, 2 palms, 2 knees, and both toes on the floor while reciting certain readings. Not just a movement in prayer, it turns out that prostration has various scientific health benefits, both physically and mentally. The prostrate position helps increase blood flow to the brain, which can help improve brain function and mental health. Increased blood circulation to the brain can promote better concentration and reduce the risk of neurological disease. Prostration also has the effect of calming the mind, reducing stress and anxiety levels. The prostrate position causes relaxation and can help in achieving mental peace and tranquility. Performing prostrations regularly can also contribute to better flexibility and strengthen the back, neck, and shoulder muscles. This position can help maintain good body posture. Beyond physical and mental health benefits, prostration offers deep spiritual significance, cultivating a sense of humility, gratitude, and connection with the divine. This can contribute to overall physical and mental health. The movement of prostration in prayer is unique. When prostrating, the heart is above the head, allowing maximum oxygen-rich blood to flow to the brain. Standing up, placing both hands, knees, toes, and forehead on the floor, the lymph flow is pumped to the armpits and neck. This position will cause oxygen-rich blood to flow to the brain, and this flow will affect a person's thinking power. Prostration is the technique of lowering oneself, worship, to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by facing the Qibla, which essentially involves 5 limbs that are focused on the earth: forehead, nose, palms of the hands, knees, and both ends of the feet, and mentally humble your mind and heart while saying dhikr. This makes prostration a uniquely Muslim term, which cannot be replaced or translated. However, it is not Allah who benefits from prostration, but ourselves. Dr. Fidelma O Leary, for example, PhD, Neuroscience. Edwards University has converted to Islam because it discovered important facts about the benefits of prostration for human health. As a neurologist, this Irish woman discovered that there are certain nerves in the human brain which only occasionally receive blood. If it doesn't enter the blood at all, it will have very bad consequences for human health. For this reason, regular activity is needed to get blood to the nerves, and that routine activity is prostrating during the prayers of the Islamic community. This was further strengthened by Professor Hembing, who believes that the heart is only able to supply 20% of blood to the human brain. To meet the need for blood to the brain, humans need a routine of prostration. Dr. Fidelma O Leary. Dr. Fidelma received the Woman of Spirit Award in 2012. She is a professor of biology at St. Mary's University, Edward in Austin, Texas, United States. This native Texas woman, who works as a professor of neuroscience at the University of Texas, has found peace in Islam. Dr. Fidelma, who is also a neurology doctor at a hospital in the US, was amazed when she studied the nerves in the human brain. One thing that amazed him was when he found out that there are some human nerves that blood does not enter. In fact, every inch of the human brain requires a blood supply to function normally. After conducting careful research and taking a long time, Dr. Fidelma finally discovered the fact that the nerves in the brain do not receive blood unless someone is praying, namely when they are in a prostration position. It turns out that the nerves only need blood for a few moments, namely when a person prays. After that research, Dr. Fidelma finds out about Islam through Islamic books and discussions with her Muslim colleagues. And finally, with full awareness, Dr. Fidelma pledged her Islam by saying 2 sentences of the Shahada. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is pleased to give him guidance on faith. His belief in the Islamic religion he had just embraced was so great. The secret when prostrating. Prostration involves 5 body parts that rest on the earth, namely forehead, nose, palms of the hands, knees, and both tips of the toes. Prostration is the concept of humbling oneself, praising Allah, and asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all kinds of requests, at the same time erode the nature of arrogance, riya, arrogance, and so on. Dr. Fidelma O Leary, PhD neuroscience from St. Edward's University, has become a convert because it discovered facts about the health benefits of prostration. In his study, it was found that there are several nerve veins in the human brain that are not penetrated by blood, and these veins can only be entered by blood when humans prostrate. But these nerves only need blood for a certain period of time, namely at the prayer times set by Islam, Shubu, Zuhur, Asr, Maghrib, Isha. In other words, whoever does not pray means that these veins do not receive blood so that the brain cannot function optimally. One indication is that various social phenomena are emerging in communities that do not pray at this time. For Muslims, it turns out that the Prophet recommended that we prostrate for a long time in the last rak'ah. The benefits of prolonged prostration for health include preventing headaches and migraines, refreshing the brain, sharpening the mind sensitivity, relieving the respiratory system, correcting fallen bladders, improving the position of breech babies, and so on. And what is amazing if we pay attention is that the shape of the nerves in our brain is shaped like a person prostrating themselves. This research brought Fidelma to a point. He decided to embrace Islam and study the Quran more deeply. Now, Fidelma has opened a clinic with Al-Quran treatment. She follows the treatment used by the prophets to cure all kinds of diseases. One day in his remote laboratory in a big city, Dr. Emily, a leading neurological scientist, is studying the movement patterns of the human brain during various activities. However, there was one pattern that continued to attract his attention: the movement of prostration in prayer. Dr. Adam, in a busy laboratory with various scientific equipment, a young scientist named Dr. Adam is studying the biomechanics of human body movement. Adam is a researcher who is famous for his expertise in solving complex puzzles related to human body movement. One day, Adam was captivated by the unique movement of prostration in prayer performed by a Muslim friend in the laboratory. He decided to deepen this research by using various cutting-edge technologies available. For months, Adam scientifically studied every aspect of the prostrate movement: body angles, weight distribution, stress on the joints, and even its effect on the muscles involved. The more Adam researched the prostration movement, the more he was amazed by its complexity and perfection. Movements that seem simple actually contain extraordinary beauty and harmony from a panoramic perspective. Until one morning, when the sun rose over the horizon, Adam decided to embrace Islam. His decision was based not only on his in-depth scientific research, but also on the deep spiritual experience and silence he discovered in his scientific heart. One quiet night in his laboratory, while paying attention to the data displayed on the monitor screen, Adam felt compelled to find out more about the Islamic religion, which has encouraged people to perform this prostrate movement every day. Adam began to study Islam diligently. He read the Quran, studied Islamic history, and discussed his questions with his Muslim friends. The deeper he understood this religion, the clearer it became to him that there was a deep wisdom behind the actions enjoined in Islam. Until one morning, when the sun rose over the horizon, Adam decided to embrace Islam. His decision was based not only on his in-depth scientific research, but also on the profound spiritual experience and silence he discovered in his heart. Adam, who had just converted to Islam, felt a big change in his life. As a dedicated scientist, his decision to follow a new religion did not change his love for scientific research. Instead, he saw a new opportunity to investigate and understand more deeply the relationship between science and faith. Adam began to integrate Islamic values into his daily life. He diligently performed the 5 daily prayers, starting with the prostration movement that had previously attracted his attention. Every time he prostrated, Adam felt a deep closeness to the Creator. For him, the movement of prostration is not only scientific research, but also a spiritual act that brings him closer to Allah. In his daily activities in the laboratory, Adam continues to pursue scientific excellence. But this time, he views his research as a way to deepen human understanding of God's creation. He researched more deeply into the biomechanics of human body movement, and sometimes he pondered how the miracle of the body's structure had been created so perfectly. In his daily activities in the laboratory, Adam continues to pursue scientific excellence. But this time, he views his research as a way to deepen human understanding of God's creation. He researched more deeply into the biomechanics of human body movement, and sometimes he pondered how the miracle of the body's structure had been created so perfectly. When not busy with research, Adam is also active in the local Muslim community. He was involved in social and charitable activities and was a source of inspiration for his friends who were interested in his involvement in science and religion. With great warmth, Adam shares stories about his journey to Islam, telling how his research helped deepen his faith and spiritual connection. In his life journey, Adam continues to face challenges and obstacles like other people. However, the strength of his faith and love of science helped him overcome every obstacle with determination and courage. He never regretted his decision to embrace Islam. On the contrary, he felt that his life had become more meaningful and focused since then. With full confidence, Adam moved forward on his life's journey, combining his scientific research with a spiritual life filled with love and devotion to Allah. The benefits of prostrating in prayer, according to scientific research, include several positive things for physical and mental health. Prostration in prayer has some interesting scientific implications. Physically, prostration can increase blood flow to the brain because the head is positioned lower than the heart, which can provide benefits for brain health. Apart from that, prostration can also help improve body posture and flexibility because it involves quite extensive movements in certain parts of the body. Psychologically, prostrating in prayer can function as a form of meditation or relaxation that helps reduce stress and improve concentration. Apart from that, the prostrate movement also involves certain body muscles such as the arms, shoulders, and back, so it can contribute to physical fitness and flexibility. Having these movements in prayer also helps maintain overall body fitness and balance. Socially and psychologically, prayer as a structured and scheduled ritual can provide a sense of discipline and positive routine in daily life. It can help a person manage time and priorities, as well as strengthen religious identity and community. Thus, prostrating in prayer is not only a ritual worship, but also has a significant positive impact on a person's physical, mental, and spiritual health, according to scientific views that can be observed and researched.